everybody. I apologize that we are late tonight. We had family over and had our G baby, and our daughter-in-law was here, and so that's why we're late. They still here. So we came on. This is Night Talk. I apologize for being late, but we're here. And y'all come on late anyway. So welcome to Night Talk. And tonight we're talking about that our children are our future. The babies, they're our future. They are our legacy. So when you raise your children up and you're not here anymore, they'll know what to do inside of the world, how to do things, because they are legacy now. So you have to raise your kids accordingly to teach them that they might be a police officer. They might be the next judge. They might be the mayor. They are our future. So our children, I'm sorry that we're late, guys. We have family here, but we're on here now for Night Talk. And tonight we are talking about our children are our future. When you come in, subscribe, push that like button, and we really will appreciate it. Hello, Peaceful. We apologize for being late tonight. And we're ready. Yes, here we go. Woo! Woo! Hey, it's Night Talk. Come on in the room. It's Night Talk. Hey.
It's 8 o'clock night time. It's the right time. The only sound is fancy putting it down.
Yep.
Walking the walk. Keeping
Yep.
it hard like asphalt. Night
Yep.
talk connected to the streets like
Yep.
a sidewalk.
Night Talk.
It's time to blow your mind.
It's Night Talk.
It's one of a kind.
Yep.
It's
Night Talk.
Conversation for your elevation.
Night Talk.
Spread facts throughout the nation. It's
Night Talk.
It's time to
Blow your mind. It's Night Talk.
It's
One of a kind. It's Night Talk.
Conversation
Yep.
for your elevation.
Night Talk.
Spread facts throughout the nation. Fancy, you ready to start the show?
Yep. And as I said earlier, tonight we're talking about our children are our future. And I say that because our children are going to be the future. When you're dead and gone, or when you old and can't take care of yourself anymore, you can't do anything for yourself, that's why you have children. That's your future. That's the one that's gonna make sure you get fed, make sure you're taken care of, gonna watch over you and make sure you get everything that you're supposed to get. They're gonna take care of you. They're our future. They're our legacy. Our children are our legacy. They're gonna make sure everything go right for you. Some of them are if you raise them right. If you don't raise your children right, who's going to raise them? Who's going to teach them from right and wrong? Who's going to teach them how to do this and how to do that, and even how to take up for themselves and how to stand for what is right? They're our legacy. What do you got to say about that?
Yeah, the children are the future of the world. They're going to be the leaders of tomorrow, and they're going to make choices that will directly affect our generation.
That's right.
Children are pliable, which means get them while they're young, and they, like I say, raise up a child in the way it should go.
That's right.
And so if you train your child when they're young, you won't have as many problems later on in life. Like I said, you got to get them early. And so it's up to us to mold them well and send them in the right direction. That's it.
And Miss Janet says she in trouble. No, you're not. Because if you got nieces and nephews and they was raised right, the right proper way, you ain't got nothing to worry about. None of y'all do. If you don't have children, but you have raised children, that's like having kids. That's like having kids. It's the same thing. That's true. Hello, Sean. Sean is on here.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, hello, Sean. Because I think we done a good job raising Deshaun. Because he do the right thing. And I don't worry about nothing, because if I can't get nothing for myself, he can't get nothing for me. He's going to take care of that. And that's not that often he has to do that anymore, because now when your kids grown and do what they got to do for them, they have a family, then they have to take care of their family. They can't do a lot for you anymore. And you got to be understanding of that. And what the way you raise your children, they're watching you. You're teaching your son how to treat his woman the way you treat your man. You're teaching your daughter how to pick the right man from the man that you pick. They look at everything that you do. And a lot of people think because our children is 4, oh, he's 4. He's going to learn. I'm going to teach him. He's just 4. But you know what? That 4-year-old is watching you too, just as well. Just as well as the 2-year-old, the 1-year-old. Our kids come here in this world being branded by us. So you got to watch what you do around your child, what you do in front of your child, because you're trying to create the future through your kids' eyes. They watching you. What kind of man you are. What kind of woman you are. You're teaching your child how to become an adult. So it's okay to tell your child, hey, you was wrong for that. And since you did that, you love your tablet so much and you love your cell phone. How about that's going to be mine? I'm going to be owner of that for the next 2 weeks. But mom, you have to learn. And then explain to them why they have to learn this. Why you have to know that this is not right, because you can end up losing your life the way the world is today. It's just sad the way people treat people today. And it's sad they don't know how to treat each other. They don't know how to love anymore.
Well, that's why these kids don't treat nobody good.
Yeah, because they learning, they watching their parents, they're watching their aunties, they're watching even grandparents. Our kids watch us and see what we do. They watching us. They listen to us when we think they're not listening. That's why when we was young, my mama used to tell, go to your room. This is grown people talking. This is grown-ups in this room. You ain't got no business in here. Go to your room. Get out of here. There's nothing in here but grown-ups. Where do you see that happen at now? You don't see that happen anywhere anymore. People just talk, cuss, mistreat each other in front of their children. They see this and they don't understand why mama looking at daddy like that. Why daddy cursing mama. Why they breaking stuff. What is wrong with them? What is going on with them? But you are raising the next mayor, the next lawyer, the next judge, the next preacher, the next administrator over elderly people. That's what you're raising. They are watching you. We got to watch how we raise our children. That's important. And some of them have no respect of an adult. None whatsoever.
That's because they weren't taught.
They wasn't taught. You got to teach your children coming up when they were young. You got to teach them how to belong in this world as a person. You got to teach them how to respect authority. And if you're their mom and their dad, you their authority. And if they run around, oh, mom, shut up. I ain't got to listen to you. You and daddy do the same damn thing. What you telling me for? Get out of my room. Well, I'll get out of your room, Justin. But you know what? You can find your own way to school in the morning. And I'm not giving you $5 for lunch either tomorrow. Wow, you really handle that. Because our kids is watching us. And we are doing this, giving them a pat on the hand. At 16, 14, even 6, even 5, just don't do that anymore. You got to do better because your kids are watching you. So when they grow up and do the things that you did, don't go talk about them to your husband. Don't go talk about them to their aunts, your mama, because what's she going to say? Well, you did it. He watched you. He watched you do all that. That's why he's doing that. It's just a repeat. Because sometimes I can see some stuff that my son do that I did. And it wasn't bad or nothing like that, but he done it. And it's just that I say, well, oh, I did that. I remember when I did that. I remember that. But do I go and say something to him? No, I don't say anything. It's time to just lay in your bed and take it. It wasn't bad anyway. But still, your kids are watching you. You got to remember that. Hey, these kids are our future. Look at the schools. What are they learning when kids are taking guns in the schools and shooting each other and killing each other? What is our kids learning? What are we teaching them? Where did they get that from? No, to take a gun and shoot up a school. Where did they get that from? Why are they so angry inside? I can tell you one reason why. Mama never raised me. Mama was never there for me. Mama never wanted me. Mama never paid no attention to me. All Mama wanted was herself and her life.
This little kid just robbed
Wells Fargo.
Wells Fargo.
An 8-year-old, a 12-year-old, and a 16-year-old in Houston. Didn't wear no mask or nothing. Went in there and robbed them.
In broad daylight.
Broad daylight.
Mm-hmm.
Because where did they get that from? You robbing stuff because you want money because mom was too tight and just wanted to spend everything on her. Or wanted to all the bills paid and knowing that you needed this and you wanted that, but you didn't care. So you can't down your children when they grow up and do the wrong thing. Look in the mirror and look at yourself. And say, what did I do to my kid? And it ain't never too late to repent. It ain't never too late to say, Lord, I am sorry for what I did to my child. Get a hold of him. Put your arms around him. Touch him right now. Heal him right now. And defer him from his evil ways. Because these children are the future. I don't care what nobody say. They your future, my future, his future, her future.
You know the song?
What?
You know that song? I believe the children
Yeah.
are future.
Mm-hmm.
Teach them well and
let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Give them the sense of pride to make it easier. Let the children laughter remind us how we used to be.
Hey,
That's true.
Tell me who sang that song.
Who sang that song, y'all?
Somebody know that song.
Who sung that song?
Who sung that? We'll give y'all a couple seconds.
Who can say who sung that? Ashley, you know who sung that?
Let me look it up.
Y'all know who sung that? Oh, Janice got it right. Whitney Houston.
Hey.
Woo!
Janice, you win the prize.
You got it right.
What you sending?
I don't know.
What you got? What you got? Some makeup stuff or something?
Yeah, Janice, you won the prize.
Yeah, you got it.
You got it.
I told we was gonna get surprises.
Janice won the prize.
Yeah, that song was made
by
Whitney
Houston.
Yep.
Cause she said she decided long ago never to walk in no one else's shadow.
Mm-mm.
And that's what our children is walking in our shadows. And for them to say, I'm not going to walk in nobody else's shadow, that's because they know right from wrong. And mama and daddy taught them right from wrong. So when you see your children doing the things you did, don't jump on them. You see them going the wrong way in life, talk to them. Just say, hey, baby, I'm going to tell you this now. You doing this wrong. That's the wrong way to do that. I'm just telling you, you do what you want to do, but I love you and I don't want to see you bump your head. You just tell them. Let them know that you don't want them to do that.
You going, Ashley?
Yeah, I'm picking up.
You need me to help you?
Hey.
You need me to help you?
Hey, come, just show your face real quick.
Oh, Lord.
She ain't want to, but get in here.
I'm speaking YouTube.
Hey. No, this, yeah.
Look at her, y'all.
You see it? You see it, show?
Say hi, Ashley.
Hey, everybody.
That's Ashley. And she better go get our baby crying.
Yep.
All right, Ashley.
Okay.
You got it, Ashley?
Yeah, I got it.
All right.
Interrupt the show.
Oh, no, you ain't interrupting.
Got a text.
All right, we love you.
Love you. Bye, Shani.
Said bye-bye. She fussing.
Nah.
Wherever you get scared and need us, call us.
Okay.
But honey, I'm telling you, you got to raise your children the right way.
Hey,
You.
go get the door.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to lock the door, y'all. I'll be back. Y'all can talk to
Another
them.
fact about that song. Does anybody know who originally recorded that song? And the original person that recorded that song was George Benson. It was a #1 hit back in 1985, and he won a Grammy for that one also. So that song that hit twice. It hit twice. But that was the big. I think that was not one of the biggest hit, but that's the one she was well known for. Greatest Love of All. That's one of them that really catapulted her career.
Oh. You left the light on in your room in there, huh?
Oh, did it?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
But yes, guys, they're gone. I'm hoping they make it home safely.
Oh, did you know
Yeah.
I told them that George Benson recorded that song first?
Oh yeah, it's always somebody that do it first
Yeah.
before the actual person that did
It
it.
went #1 when he did it.
Yeah.
Mm.
It went number
And
one.
won a Grammy.
Because our children are our future, guys. We got to do what's right by these kids. This world, we live in such a cruel, unruly world. It's sad how people, the grown-ups are out in this world, don't know nothing. Don't even know how to treat anybody. That starts at home. These are the children that's been raised by their parents, and they never could say nothing to Jonathan. They never could say nothing to Paul. They never could say nothing to Lisa without her throwing a fit and they crying. You are the parent. Raise your children. Teach your kids right from wrong, how to respect their teachers, their principal. And everybody, we have a G baby that's in school, don't respect her teachers. We talk to her. I tell her, that's not right. You're not going to get far in life being that way. You got to change. You can't be that way. It stops right here. That your teacher is old enough to be your grandmother, and you talking to her like that. Who do you think you are?
Yeah, she's doing better though.
But she's better now. She's doing better. Yeah. But we still have to talk to our children. Talking to your kids and teaching your kids that they're going to be a legacy one day. Tell them that. And tell them that you are great. You are beautiful. You know right from wrong. You always choose to be righteous instead of unrighteous. You have to walk with your head up, knowing who you are, loving that you are beautiful in the skin that you in. Because a lot of people don't even want to live in the skin that they're in. And all you have to do is change your ways. That's all you have to do is do a flip and change yourself. You can do that. You don't have to be the way your mom was, the way your dad was. So stop saying, well, my daddy was like that. He raised me. My daddy raised me like that. You too old for that. You fell off the horse, dust yourself off and get back on there and ride it the right way. You too old to be saying, oh, that's how I'm just like my mom. I'm just a cursor, honey. Because my mama would say, hello, B. Good morning. You can't speak to me, Amit. My mama was like, she was just a cursor. So I'm a cursor. You don't have to be like that. You choose to be that way. Because you grown. Matters how you grow up. When you get grown, you know better, you should do better. Because when you wrong somebody, it is the way you feel inside after you do it. There's a feeling you get. Just like when you go in a store and you get somebody a 20 and they tell you your bill was 10.25, and then they give you $5 back and some change in your hand, but you gave them a 20, and when you get to the car you looking, how come I got $5.50 back? I gave her a 20, and it was $10.25. Where's my money at? Then you go back in the store. Oh no, ma'am, no, ma'am. I gave you what you were supposed to have. No, you didn't. No, you didn't give me no 20. That happens. People are dishonest, and they don't care. And hello, Miss Beverly, love you too. And they don't care. People are like that. They will use you and mistreat you because you know why? They know they can. They know they can do that to you. They know they can mistreat you. They see your kindness for weakness. Your children are the same way because you raise your children. You gotta be a good light. Shine in front of your children so they can shine in front of you when you get 78. They'll be like, no, hey, I gotta go see about my mom. She called me today. She just didn't sound right. I don't care what I got to do, what I got to drop. I'm going to see about my mom because he remembered the time that you shined in front of him. He remembered the time that you did this for him. That you left work early and went and got him at school because he said he didn't feel good. And that you took off work the next day and you stayed at home with him and you took care of him. That's a legacy you set up in your son, your daughter. That's a legacy for them to come check on mom. And see, if my sister called me yesterday because I called her and talked to her. And she said her phone was off the line. She didn't answer her phone. She couldn't hear it. Her daughter called her, almost in tears. What was you doing? Do you have to put it around your neck? Don't ever do that again. It scared her. You know why? Because her mom set up a legacy inside of her. She taught her right to care about me. Care about me. I'm your mom. I care about you. She did that because she know her mom care about her. Her mom taught her how to love her, how to understand what to do is right. She taught her that as she was growing up. We need to teach our children that you one day gonna be a legacy. You're gonna be I should tell my son when he was in high school, middle school, you're a king. And your skin is beautiful. Mama, I'm not beautiful, Mama. I'm a boy. I can't be beautiful, Mama. Stop saying that. I said, well, you're a good person. You're a good person inside. You're a good person. You keep doing what you're doing. Your grades are good, and I'm so proud of you. Tell your kids you proud of them. Give them something to reach out for sometime when they feeling down.
Fill them up with positive affirmations, not
That's
negative.
right, not negative affirmations.
Fill them up. Fill them up with positive.
So they can't go wrong in this world.
They got enough going on as is.
That's right. It's so much going on.
Fill them up. If you want them to have a good life later on in life when they become adults, so they have the least problems.
That's right. You got to do that. Mm-hmm. Can't nobody else step in and do it for you. You got to do that as a parent.
Look, I don't know if y'all seen the movie. We old enough. A lot of people aren't. But the miniseries Roots.
Yeah, Roots.
Roots. John Amos played Kunta Kinte.
That's right.
And him and his wife Kizzy, they had their baby.
Yeah.
And then he did a ritual. I said the scene in Roots where the family patriarch, which is the man, lifts his newborn child to the star, to the star-filled night sky and proclaims, "Behold, the only thing greater than yourself."
That's right.
And what that means is if you feel connected to something larger than yourself, you're driven by the very highest level of achievement, greater than the people around you.
That's right.
Whether that means God, spirituality, or a set of values you live by. In short, something that will outlast and outlive you.
Yeah.
That's something you're supposed to give your child.
You give that to them.
And when as soon as the baby was born, he lifted that baby up to the stars.
That's right.
And proclaimed that baby
that
to
I
God.
give him to
He
you.
said, behold.
Behold.
Behold the thing greater than yourself.
That's right.
That's your legacy.
That's legacy.
That's
you got to
your
put
legacy.
that into your
Now,
children.
the new roots, the new one they did,
No.
they didn't let them say it.
No, they didn't.
Because it's
at
too
all.
powerful.
It's powerful.
That's powerful. That means you really putting something in your child.
Into your children.
See, they ain't let them say it on the new root.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
Janice said they can be leaders
Mm-hmm.
and not followers.
Yeah.
That's why you got to teach them that you can lead. You somebody that can lead people. You don't have to follow nobody. Be your own leader. And stop following the people. These people are not right. They don't do what's right. They do what they think they want to do. Even if it's wrong, I don't care. Hey, it's for me.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about me. Ain't about them. Ain't about her. Ain't about him. Hey, baby, today is about me. So I'm doing me today. I don't care what they think about me. I'm doing me. No, that's negativity. That's the wrong attitude when your children are standing right there watching you, telling everybody, oh, I'm doing me. I don't care. I don't care. Oh, my mama didn't do that for me. She didn't take care of me when I was sick, so why am I take care of her? She didn't care if I died or not, so hey, it's the same thing. I ain't going out my way for her. You go over there and see mama. I ain't doing nothing. She didn't care nothing about me. Hey, she wronged me. So who's the better person? You or your mom? You tooth for tooth. And where do it get you? Not speaking to each other for years to come over nothing. But yet, your grandkids watching you, grandma, not speak to your child. Grandpa, not talk to your son.
When your children come here, you're supposed to put them first.
They come first.
See, a lot of these parents,
they don't see that.
They putting themselves first and putting the kids on the back burner.
Yeah.
You could tell.
Yeah, you can tell.
You could tell.
You can tell.
You can tell. And just buying kids stuff ain't enough.
No. They can have
They want to spend time with you.
That's right.
You got to spend quality time with them. You know what I'm saying? Then, once your kid gets here, that's something you can believe in that's great. You want them to be greater than you, don't you?
Yes.
Believe in something greater than yourself. You want your kids to do better than you, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're supposed to put that in there. Ultimately, it comes down to a choice on what we believe about life, and that belief makes all the difference. So choose to find something you can believe in and believe we have autonomy and ability to make a difference with our lives and find meaning for our existence. Which, when your kids here, that's something you can believe in.
That's something you can believe in.
That makes a difference in when your kid gets here. That makes the whole difference in the world in your life. I know people who wasn't nothing until their child got here. It just turned. They did a 360.
They did, and just turned their whole life around.
Cause that child just did something to him. Put something back in him. Put the God back in him.
Yeah.
They put the God back in him.
Cause you don't have to be lost.
Yeah, cause you once you see you.
That's
in
right.
you, cause that's when that baby gets here. You looking at yourself.
Yeah. That's your skin.
That's your skin and everything.
That's your blood flowing through the baby.
You looking at God in you, right there.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's something you can believe in, and that can change your life.
Yes.
Totally.
It sure can.
Totally. When you dedicate your life to your kids and your family and your wife.
That's right.
You put that first.
You put that first.
If you put that first, everything else will fall in line.
That's why the Bible says, when a man find a wife, he find a good thing, and he leave his family, his mom and dad, he leave them,
and
become a family with his family.
That's my verse. And obtaining favor from the Lord.
Yes, and that's right.
That's my verse.
And he leave his parents. He leave his
His
parents.
parents can tell you every church.
And go on.
Every church we went to, I always.
He always said that when he preached, that was his word.
Mm-hmm.
He always said that.
And our people perish for lack of knowledge.
Yeah, and they do.
Mm-hmm. And that's why we're giving y'all this knowledge about these children, because it's so important.
It's important.
It's important.
That's important that you make time for your children. Because some parents, they put their job before their kids. They do everything before their kids. They don't even want their kids. Really, they don't want them, but they don't want the daddy to have them. Because they ain't worried about him having them. They worried about how they'll look in everybody else's eye because they gave the kid to dad. Or they gave the daughter to mama. They worried about how they gonna look. Instead of saying that, hey, you know what? I ain't got to worry about him. Because all I do is work all the time. I don't have time for my child. So at least I know he's loved. And that's why it's good to be a great stepmom. It's good to be a great stepfather. That's a good thing. Love those kids. Because in reality, they did not ask to come here. And they haven't did anything to you. Nothing. And if they did do something, did they really know they was doing something? Because you got to realize who raised them. Where did they get that from? Where did they come from? Where did they come from? You got to do better than what you're doing with these children. It breaks my heart when I see kids being disrespectful to adults in the store. Just being ugly. I seen one little old boy, his grandmother told him, go over there and get me 2 more cans of that fruit. And then go over there and get me some broccoli and bring it to him because I just forgot and my leg is hurting. I can't walk. You go get it. I'm not going over there and getting nothing for you. And that little boy was every bit about 8 or 9. And she said, can you please go get it for me? Please get it for me. I said I'm not going. You go get it yourself. She said, it's okay. I just don't need it anymore.
And that was the grandma?
That was the grandma.
Man, the grandmas I knew would knock that joke up. Where
That was the grandma. Yeah, I was in Walmart.
Shoot, they would have just...
I looked at him.
The grandmas I knew would have knocked it from the frozen food section to the bread section.
She said, go get it for me. He would not go. She said, that's okay. And she said, you're going to be wanting it tomorrow because I was going to make you a peach cobbler. You ain't going to get now. I don't care because I'm not going over there and get that. And I walked around there and got her 2 cans of peaches and brought them to her. She said, oh, thank you so much. She said, I have rheumatoid arthritis, and plus I've had my knee replaced before, and my knee just killing me right now. So I can't. And then he going to get up under the basket and sit. I made him give her. I said, you get from up under there. Your grandma's leg hurt. I don't care. I said, don't say that. That's not very nice. I said, you're not nice. That's not nice. I said, don't be saying that. I said, you get up. Get up from there right now.
Now, what do you really want to say to him?
No, I wanted to say to him, you don't give up there, I'm going to whoop your tail.
Thank you. That's what he needs.
And you go over there and get your... And I told him, I said, go get her broccoli. I said, no, that ain't what to say. Go over there and get your grandma some broccoli. And he went over there and got it and brought it back. She said, oh, thank you so very much.
Now, see, I don't know what happened. Ain't no
it's sad. It ain't no grandparents anymore.
Ain't no grandparents no more.
Ain't no grandparents no more.
You know why? They scared of these kids.
They scared of them. Because they scared of their own children.
These kids is whooping them. And doing all kinds of stuff to them.
Remember we seen on the internet these kids whooping their grandma?
Yeah.
Whooping her. And they went in the kitchen and got a pot. The mom was in there. And her this was her mother. And she was saying, yeah, get your kids. Stop hitting me. Stop. Get your... I mean, this woman was every bit about maybe 87. They was drop kicking her, punching her, pulling her by her hair.
And the daughter was laughing.
She was laughing. Y'all leave your grandma alone. Y'all better stop that. And the grandma was just crying for her to get them off of them. The little girl, she was about maybe 10. She went in the kitchen and got a skillet and gave it to the little boy. And she's like, get them, they finna hit me Yeah, girl, come get your children. And she just crying and bagging up, and they trying to hit her. And then the mama finally say, no, don't do that. Now you put that pop back. Y'all going too far. Well, the other stuff you was doing, that's okay, but you don't be hitting her with no skillet. Go put that up. I'm like, wow. See, and he said that I wish I could walk in there.
I wish I could walk through that screen.
Yes.
Yeah, it'd be some furniture moving in there, because I'd be on whoops.
Yeah, they was fighting her. I mean, literally.
That's one thing I can't stand.
Whooping her butt.
People taking advantage of older people.
Exactly.
And people taking advantage of the kids.
Yeah, don't do that.
Messing over the kids.
Because you got to raise your children. Ain't nobody going to raise your kids for you. Janice say she saw that. You got to raise your children. You got to raise your children so they can be some good, healthy, smart, intelligent adults. Because, hey, if this is like this in 2024, the way the world is now, what you think it's going to be like in 2030? When your kids is getting up in high school and finna graduate, what do you think the world going to be like then? Who going to tell them what's right and wrong? Who going to show them? Who going to have a show like this that we got? Who? That's going to tell the truth, and we ain't faking nothing. This is real. We coming real to you guys. Who going to tell the kids then? I pray to God that somebody else out there they can reach out to, and then we'll still be on here. Honey, can you give me my cane? Hello, y'all, it's night. Oh, time to change your mind. It's night. Oh, yeah, that's right. Still be on here, because we ain't going nowhere until he get ready to send us somewhere. We're not going anywhere. And I just stay prayed up. And I pray for these schools. I pray for these children. They are totally lost. Taking guns to school. Taking knives to school.
Yeah, give your kids some real power.
That's right.
This book called Real Power.
Real Power. Y'all see that?
Give your kids some real power. Put something in them.
Let me put it up here so they can see it. This is the book, Real Power.
Real Power.
Read this, buy this book. Teach your kids some about real power.
Yep.
Real power. That's what you need to do. Teach your children. And those that just had babies, do better. Teach your children what's right and wrong.
Because see, those who know don't talk.
You hear that?
And those who talk don't know.
Boom.
Okay? You see, you usually the ones that know something ain't gonna say nothing.
That's right.
Like Miss Fancy always say all the time, if you see something,
say something.
Say something. Say something.
And I'm gonna tell y'all something. I used to have a daycare. And when I had my daycare, it was embarrassing and sad how the parents would bring their baby to the daycare. It's sad. They'll bring them soaking wet, dried up poop, a diaper, all night diaper, coming outside on their sleep, and they didn't even dress them. And then you grab a diaper bag and it knocked you out. It smells so strong like marijuana. You're like, oh my God. Where did they come from? What are you teaching your baby? What are you teaching your kids? It be about to knock you out. It's so strong. That's sad. And that was a while ago.
Yeah.
Had it changed? No. It's still the same way.
The Bible says the offspring are a reward from Him, from God. Because of this, God cares about how children are raised and nurtured.
Right.
Children are a gift from God. The Bible is clear that children are to be looked upon as a blessing.
As a blessing. You hear that?
And not an inconvenience.
A blessing.
Because see, you could tell when the pandemic hit that all the parents thought their kids were an inconvenience because they was mad because the kids got to stay home.
They didn't like it. They was upset.
That was an inconvenience to them.
Yeah, they was upset.
They just want to send them back in the pandemic zone.
Yeah, where the COVID was going.
Send them right back in there.
And that's wrong.
And that's how it spread so fast back then because all the kids went to school.
Yeah. They did. They went to
It
school.
spread like wildfire.
And then when school started back, started happening again
right
every
back
time
again.
school started.
Mm-hmm.
Every time. That's when it started back up. They started saying COVID is, oh, we ain't supposed to talk about that. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, YouTube. I take that back. We're not supposed to even say that word on here, and I did. Take it back.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to stop right there. Don't penalize me. We're stopping right there. Okay, but all that, we're not allowed to say that word on here. So you did hear me, so don't come and give me a penalize for that, because sorry, no more. Take it back. Like y'all did me on the music. And I did say, this is not our music, but I still got a strike for that. But that's okay. That's okay. We still moving forward. You got to raise your children the right way. Sometimes make it about your kids. Sometimes when your kid come home from school, call them and give them a hug. They might need a hug. You don't know what kind of day they had. Just give them a hug. Say, baby, you okay? How did school go today? How was school? What happened? And what did you learn today? They'll tell you what went on. Did the teacher have to get on you today about anything? Or were you a big boy? Oh, I'm so proud of you. Give me a hug. I am so proud of you. And then when you get through eating supper, you know what? Instead of having one snack, you can have two, because you was good today. Build your kids up and stop tearing them down. What happened at school? I know you did something, but you always gonna come into me. You bad. That's all you do. Just mess up all the time. What did you do at school? I didn't do nothing, Mama. Yes, you did. Mama, I did. Oh, yeah, you did. Go to your room. Because you don't want to be bothered. You don't want to be bothered with your own kid. What did you have them for? You got to make time for your children. You got to do that. Make time for your kids. Show your kids some love. You got to do that. And remember that. Because people don't do that anymore. And this is Chris on here saying, because do not work on people who are righteous in the Lord, and read that in Proverbs. And I read that in Proverbs the other day. These fake God worshipers have nothing on the Lord God. Okay, Chris. You got a point there. You do. And it is some fake worshipers. It is. That's everywhere you go. Fake people. They fake in church. They fake on your job. That's what we're talking about. Fake people. But you got to raise your children right. He's right about a lot of things he's saying. We got to raise our children right. The right, proper way to raise your children. And I got a brother named Chris. I don't know if that's him or not. If it is, happy birthday. If it is. But you got to raise your children the right and proper way. And as he say, read Proverbs. Hey, and especially at work. And he writes, sometimes it don't work on people.
People, yeah.
Because some people do think they so righteous that you can't tell them nothing.
Yeah.
Hey, because I know my Bible. I know Proverbs. I know from Revelation all the way to the beginning of the Bible, baby. I know everything back and forth. You can't tell me nothing. I know.
Well, let me tell people something. Just because you know scripture don't mean that you're righteous.
That's right.
You can know every bit of that Bible.
That's right.
And still be the dirtiest, evilest person you ever seen in your life. It's about what you got in your heart. God judges you by your heart, not by your
That's right.
deeds and all this. It's by your heart.
I was in church one time. And this lady, they brought the Lord's Supper around. And I noticed she didn't get nothing out, her fixing off of the tray. And I asked her, I said, why did you get the Lord's Supper? She said, oh, I can't. I said, why? She said, because it's some things that I've done. I'm not going to speak of it. But I'd be so wrong if I ate of the bread of Christ. I can't do it. I cannot be that disrespectful. to him. I can't do it. I said, oh, okay, I'm sorry. Because you don't never know what people go through. I didn't know what she was talking about, but I left it alone. Because just for her to say that to me, that was enough for me to go on about my business and move on. Somebody say, hey, that your husband, how long y'all been together? Again, we've been together 16 years. 16 years, yes. Wonderful years, too. Mm-hmm. Wonderful years, 16 years. But you know what? You got to... I didn't stay on her. Well, why? Tell me what happened. Tell me what you did. She told me what she needed to tell me. So I don't badger her and try to get more information from her. I let her alone. I left her alone. Because in other words, the way she told me, that's all I'm giving you. So you got to, hey, some people got two faces instead of one. They do. They got two faces. They got the faithful, truthful, holy God face, and then they got this face right here that don't give a it who you are, don't care about nothing, just myself. I'ma do me, baby, and you do you. You hear people say that sometimes. No, you do you, because I'ma definitely do me, and I don't have time for you. Those are people got two faces. They got two faces. Because mother and father did not teach them when they was growing up how to have one. You got to be there for these children. Mm-hmm. It is sad to see kids growing up in the world the way they growing up. Just like that lady that took her kid 35 degrees outside. She take her son out of the car, take him in Walmart with just a diaper on. No shirt, no socks, no nothing. And when somebody said, a worker stopped and said something to her, she got angry. But she had on a sweatsuit, a sweater, and a jacket and some boots on, but brought her kid into Walmart like that. And a lady stopped and got him some clothes off a rack and put him on him and took the tags and paid for it. Mm. And then she gonna take him to the freezer area with no shoes on, no nothing on. And then the baby laying in the basket. This food throwing frozen peas, frozen fruit, frozen chicken wings, frozen on top of the baby. He already cold. That's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. You have got to do better with your children. You gotta do better. And it's so sad how people are raising these kids. They're outside playing and snot running all down here and they wiping it on their arm and their clothes is filthy and they come into school with holes in their shoes. And then mama want to come up there and raise Sam with the principal and stuff because he's sick and she got to pick him up and take him home. She mad because she got to go home with her sick son. Oh, I'm missing work today. I don't like this. And now he could have stayed up here. Y'all could have kept him in the nursing station. And I seen that. I witnessed this myself. That's sad.
These teachers are not there to raise your children.
They're not there to raise your children. You got to raise your children.
They're there to educate them.
And that's it.
That's it.
They're not there to be
It's not their responsibility to raise your kids.
It's not. They're not the parent.
You are.
That's right. Raise your children and don't think. That's why when it's picture day, and then when the pictures come in, and they take them out to lunch, and you see food on your kid's shirt, you see dried up stuff on his face. His hair is messed up. Her hair is loose. It ain't twisted on the picture the way you sent her. Because you know why? It's not the teacher's job. And some teachers don't care about your kids. They really don't. I'm just telling the truth. All they there for is a check. They're there to get paid. They don't care about little Joshua and little Mary and Tiffany. They don't care about them like you do. They're not going to do that. Now you'll get some teachers that do. Like Miss Janice. Like me. I cared about the kids. I would tell the parents it's picture day and they're not taking pictures till after lunch. Please send Tiffany another dress or another blouse to change in and send a brush so I can brush her hair. I would do that. And I had napkins I would wet them and wash their little faces and the food off of them. And if it's a little boy, I'd take my fingers and try to fix his hair so he look good on his pictures. A lot of teachers don't care about your kids. If they crying, I take them and sit them in my lap. What's wrong, baby? What's the matter? I just want my mommy. I want to go home. And it's a first grader. I say, you know what? Mama be here in a little bit. You're going to be all right. I said, how about you bring your desk up here and sit it on side of me? And sit right here on side of Miss Fancy, and you're going to be okay. Okay? You going to be my big girl? Mm-hmm. I said, you're not going to cry no more, are you? Mm-hmm. And then I sneak her a little piece of candy. But teachers, some of them, a lot of them care, some of them don't. They there for a check. This is my job, and I'm going to wait till the end of the month and get my check. All I care is about getting my check, getting my vacation time. That's it. I don't care about little Robert. That's his mama's job. Little Robert, go get some tissue and wipe your nose right now. And then the baby is just 5, so he wiping his nose like this with the tissue. And all this drying up, and you don't even care. You don't even care. What I do, come here. Come here. And I get 4 pieces of tissue, blow your nose. Blow again. Throw it in the trash, and I got sanitizer on my desk and wash my hands, and I go sit down. When you need to blow your nose, come up here and tell me you need to blow your nose. No more wiping your nose on you. No more at all. That's what we got to do to our children. We got to teach our children. What you got to say?
Yeah, I agree with everything.
Yeah, we got to teach our children. Yeah. To do what's right. Come on, come on, people. These are your little innocent children. Mm-hmm. These are the babies you birthed. These are the babies that you wanted. And if you didn't want them, you got pregnant anyway. You could have stopped yourself from getting pregnant. But you went on and had that kid, didn't you? So now it's time for you to be a mother. Step up to the plate. That's your baby. Be a mama. It's time for you to do that. Somebody said, I made my little nephew Tyler do all of his mom's house chores, including cooking at age 4. Mm. It was tough. It toughened him up. Mm. It's really real quick. So don't tell me he's too young. Too young ones should honor their parents.
Yeah, but
to a percentage, Chris.
Yeah, but the baby don't need to be cooking it.
The baby don't need to be cooking it for you. He can burn himself.
Yeah.
I don't agree with that right there. Not cooking. Maybe teaching them chores, how to clean up behind themselves. Yes.
Yeah, but
that's great right there.
You don't need to burn nothing hot.
Nothing hot. Food with no stoves or nothing like that.
No hot water. Nothing.
Yeah.
Don't need to be messing with the microwave.
Yeah, but he gonna honor his parents. Yeah. Kids will honor you if you treat them with honor. Mm-hmm. Treat them with honor. Treat your children the way you want to be treated. Because what you don't realize, that 4-year-old, he's still a whole person inside. He's a whole person that's gonna grow into a man one day. So you got to treat these kids, man, come on. Treat them the way you want to be treated. It's a wonderful thing. It's not a bad thing. This can end up good. And mothers that want kids, be a mother to your children. If you got stepkids, be a mother to them. Because you might be the only real mother they got. And they admire you, but then you're going to be mean and treat them bad. Don't do that. Don't do that at all.
Like I said, Proverbs 22:6. We already said it, but I'm going to say it again. Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it.
Yes.
So if you train him up early, you won't have no worries later on. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you train them up right.
You train them up the right way. Mm-hmm. And that's what you got to do. You got to train them up the right way so they won't go astray. They go for everybody. Mm-hmm. Love these kids. So many kids just want to be loved by a mom and dad. Mm-hmm. They don't want you to judge them about their life and what they're doing, because their life is their life. That's not your life. Mm-hmm. That is not your life. So if your kid, you mistreating your kid, you don't never know how they're going to grow up. And then you'll be ashamed of them and mad at them, but you push them that way. Raise your kids the way you were raised. if you was raised good.
I know a lot of people don't know this or don't believe this, but kids love discipline.
They do. They love it.
Yeah, they love discipline.
They love it. Because that's a sign of you caring for me.
About them.
You caring about me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, mama whooped me real good the other day because I broke her vase and she told me to put it down and I did, and then I broke it and she actually whooped me. Yeah, mom. I mean,
they don't like the whooping.
They don't like it, but they like that you gave them that attention.
Yeah, they like that you are paying attention to them and you want them to do better.
They like that.
That's showing that you love them. If
they
you
like
just let them do whatever they want to do, and don't really pay no attention to them, they don't feel like they're being loved because you just let them do whatever. They children. You're supposed to be there to discipline them and lead them in the right direction.
Yeah. Chris said that does make sense.
Yeah.
He said it is partially it's dangerous with the activities.
Yeah.
Until you display something. But you are right, Chris. Yes. But you gotta we gotta do better with our children. It's just, oh my God. When you work in a school and you see these kids come to school and you take them to breakfast in the morning and then they want to go back and get seconds and thirds, but they can't. It breaks my heart. And I say, well, why you can't get nothing? You can't get nothing else to eat, but why? I say, you've had two helpings. They're not going to give you anymore, but I'm still hungry. I said, well, why are you so hungry? Because my mama didn't give me nothing to eat yesterday. Sad. I said, what do you mean you didn't get nothing to eat? When she picked me up from school, she gave me some chips and a soda, and I didn't eat anymore. I had nothing else to eat, so I'm real hungry. And when I woke up in the middle of the night, I asked her, could I have a peanut butter sandwich? And she said no. And so I just cried and went to sleep. And I'm hungry. And so what I did, because that was my student, took him back to the classroom, got we had them little saucers for their snacks in the pantry, in a cabinet in the, because our room was special needs, so it had a little kitchenette little thing in it. So I went over there and got him that, and I put some of my lunch in there. And heated it up, and don't you know that baby ate all of that? And I said, did you get enough? That was good. I don't want nothing else. I said, are you going to eat your lunch? I'm going to eat my lunch. Because this was early morning. This like 8 o'clock in the morning.
And don't you know these teachers could get in trouble for doing
Yeah, I get in trouble.
Yeah.
I get in trouble for that.
Matter of fact, they started harassing her.
They did, because I was
looking out for the kids.
They did.
Taking up for the children.
Taking up for them and buying them stuff and bringing them clothes and shoes if they needed it. I got in trouble for that. Because I cared about my students.
Yeah, because
I love them.
Even the other teachers would get mad.
Yeah, they stopped speaking to me.
Because the teachers, they think it's the teachers against the students.
Yeah.
Not for the students.
Yeah.
And so if it's a teacher in there just showing affection to the kids.
They didn't like that.
They think you like it's like y'all in prison or something.
Yeah.
Like the inmates against the guards.
Yeah, but I love my children. I love them. I love every last one of them. I love them. And you got to teach that in your children. Love your children. Because everybody's not going to love your kids. It's so sad the way this world is, how people just care about themselves and nobody else. They just care about themselves, period. They don't care about nobody else.
It says in Ephesians.
And that's sad.
6:4, fathers, do not provoke your children to anger, but bring them up in the discipline. Like that's what we just said.
That's what we just said.
Discipline and instruction of the Lord.
Exactly.
So you give them discipline and instruction
of the Lord.
Hey, the kids gonna turn out great.
They're gonna be good kids. And that's what we gotta do. You got to love these children so they can come up and be productive adults. Productive high school students that do the right thing.
Yep.
Don't take guns to school and steal daddy's gun out of the unlocked cabinet and take it to school and shoot your teacher. You got to teach your children right from wrong. They got to grow up positive in this cruel, evil world.
Yep.
We got to do better, people. Bottom line, you got to do what's right.
Yeah.
In front of your children, behind their back, and if you married or you shacking with somebody, treat your mate right in front of your children. I don't care what else you do, treat them right. Don't do that. You got to be righteous in front of your children. He say Chris say people are losing common sense.
Yep.
Nowadays.
Yes.
You are so right. And when I was going to school, they even don't play music. The teachers, I'm sorry about this, not our music.
No, that's on the commercial.
I know, but don't.
That ain't on music.
Okay, and the teachers would smack us. Yeah, back then they could spank. But right now they can't do that. Yeah, he got in line. Yeah, they'll smack you. And then the parents would spank us. That's right. They'll discipline you more when you got home. That's not happening these days. And Jada say the Bible discipline is love. The Bible says discipline is love, and it is. Discipline these children. They need to be put in their right places. Stop letting the kids run you because you don't want to be bothered with them. Mama, can I cook me some spaghetti? Yeah. Don't get too close to the burner. Turn that burner down low. Really? And this is a 7-year-old. In there cooking some spaghetti because your lazy butt don't want to get up out of your bed, off of your iPhone, off of your computer, and go tend to your child. If your child coming from school, you should already have your child something ready to eat. That's right. You should already have something ready to eat. We had one of our grandbabies for like 4 months. Stayed with us. Got up, fed him breakfast, cooked him breakfast, dressed him, washed his face, brushed his teeth after he got through eating, took him to school. When I had to go and pick him up, I had him a drink and something to snack on. Because I know he's been in school all day, he's hungry. So I had him something to snack on. When we get to the house, get out of your clothes, get comfortable, or I'll give him his bath sometime early, feed him. We'll do his lesson. We'll have one-on-one time. Go talk about school, what he learned today. And then no tablet during the week. No tablet until the weekend. He was happy. He was so happy. I couldn't even hardly talk on the phone for hearing him laugh and talk. Okay, guys. It's 9:30. Thank you, Miss Janice. And it's time for Night Talk to end. Because we only on here for 1 hour. And that's Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, unless we say different. There's something going on. And we apologize again for being late, but thank you for joining us. Then we have Janice. Shout out, Janice. Chris.
Janice, Chris in the house.
And we have Frank. And we have, who's that? Baba, I think, doing ugly comments, I don't know. He says she big boned it, I don't know. And we have Beverly. Welcome, Kyle. Welcome, Kyle. Peaceful, hey, Peaceful. And who else we have in the house? Jim
in the house.
And we got Deshaun. Woo, our baby.
In the house.
Yes. And we have Ripper.
In the house.
And Jasmine
in the house.
And everybody else that peeked through, stopped by. Welcome, guys. We welcome you, and we appreciate you for coming on Night Talk. And that's not our music you're hearing. I don't know what he's doing over there. I don't want to get a little strike again.
Whoa.
It's commercials or whatever.
Yeah, it's commercials.
Yeah, but
ain't no music. Don't get frustrated when they start messing with you. That means you're getting ready to make it.
Okay.
Yeah, we getting ready to make it, so that's why they do it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
Okay.
don't worry about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that is the end of our show. Hey! Woo! Yes, it's night talk. Hey, hey, hey! Woo! Yep. Yep.
It's 8 o'clock night time, it's the right time.
Yep.
The only sound is fancy putting it down. I'm
Walking the walk, yep.
Hitting it hard like asphalt. Night
Yep.
talk connected to the streets like the sidewalk.
Night talk.
It's time to blow your mind.
It's night talk, yep.
It's one of a kind. It's
Night talk.
Conversation for your elevation.
Night talk.
Spread facts throughout the nation.
Woo!
It's
Night talk.
It's time to blow your mind.
It's night talk.
It's one of a kind.
It's night talk.
Conversation for your
Yeah.
elevation.
Night talk.
Spread facts
Yeah.
throughout the nation. Peace.
Peace. And we're
Out.
out. Good night.